This is Finn Lough, a luxury hideaway designed for those seeking relaxation and meaningful connection. We spoke to the people behind the experience to understand what makes this place so special. So what makes Finn Lough more than just a spa?
Finn Lough is our little corner of paradise in Ireland. We are a resort that is famous for the bubble domes, but we also have different types of accommodations like the cabins, suites, villas, and we also have a very lovely spa, our Elements Trail Spa, as well as a really delicious restaurant. It's really good.
Brilliant. If someone was to say Finn Lough is a spa hotel, what would you reply?
I would say they're missing a whole big chunk of it. It's really designed to get you in touch with your childish side, get you out in nature, hear a little bit of birdsong, wake up with the sun, fall asleep under the stars. I think if you just see it as a spa hotel, you're missing the point really. It's about play, it's about fun, it's about adventure and exploring. I always say to guests, if you've gotten lost, you've had a full Finn Lough experience because you've actually had an adventure, and that is the point.
And how long has Finn Lough been going for? You know?
So it's been here since the 80s. It's actually a family business. So Rosie and Bobby are the parents of the full concept, and they moved from Belfast to here during their honeymoon. They bought the entire land and they started their family here. So when their children then grew up and took over the business in 2014, that's when they started with the Bubble Dome concept and rebranded the full place.
Brilliant. During your stay, there's space to wander and discover something new.
Finn Lough is more about a journey. It's not just arriving at a spa and chilling and going to your room. There's so much to adventure and there's so much to explore on site. I mean, you can take a kayak onto the loch, you can chill out next to the water's edge with a cocktail, you can have a fire pit. We play board games in all of our spaces. Finn Lough is about a childish, fun escape. I mean, we're all too grown up in day-to-day life. We need to be children, we need to have fun.
Right, can you describe the Elements Trail?
Yeah, absolutely. That is a 2-hour experience in the forest, and it's completely private. The beauty of it is that you move for 2 hours through 5 different sets of cabins. So you start off in a flotation pool. You have Epsom salts that will keep you floating. You have a dry sauna and a lovely dip in the lake. The view from the lake sauna is just gorgeous. Then you have an aromatherapy sauna. You move on to a hot tub, and then you finish off in the relaxation room when you get to have some tea and some nibbles and just relax.
Sleeping at Finn Lough is an experience in itself. Can you describe the Bubble Dome to anyone that doesn't know about it?
Of course. I feel like it's tough to describe in words, like you have to see it. Even from the picture, it doesn't represent the reality, but you are immersed in the forest. You have your stars up in the sky, and the Bubble Dome is transparent in a way that you get to see outside and upwards, but nobody would be able to see inside as they come to the Bubble Dome. And you have all of your comforts.
One thing that people always want to know about the Bubble Dome is there's no curtains. Is there privacy?
There's no curtains. There is privacy, meaning that we have eye masks as curtains, so if you're bothered by the light, you can just pop them on. But there is privacy because they're all distant from each other, and they have their own private gate, so the area is just for yourself. And
so there's like a fence around each dome?
There is fencing around each dome, and the forest itself also is part of the fencing.
Behind the luxury lies a commitment to sustainability. So what does Finn Lough do to help the sustainability movement?
So we have several things. I'm probably going to focus on our solar panels, which cover around 30 and 60% of the total energy expenditure on site, I would say on a good day. We also recycle rainwater, which is used at our Elements Trail Spa.
I mean, I think in our business practices in general, Finn Lough is mindful of waste and mindful of, these guys, as you can hear them singing around us. Like, we care about where we are, and we don't want to leave it in any kind of bad way. So we're involved in a couple of projects. Personally, I'm part of a project with our local distillery, that's Boatyard. I go and collect all of their waste citrus and juice that, use it for recipes for the cocktails, get some of the kitchen staff involved in using it for sorbets and things like that. So reusing things where we can, repurposing bits.
All of our foods are also locally sourced, so there's no pollution coming from transporting the foods, etc., from abroad.
And then we do a bunch of seasonal flavors. So for our cocktail specials, we use foraged ingredients, seasonal ingredients, and aromatics that grow on site. Recently, I've become completely fascinated by fermentation. So natural carbonation, homemade beers and sodas for mixology.
And we have our lovely polytunnel just outside of the reception where we grow our microgreens, which are used at the restaurant.
You can see some of those are already partially harvested. We've got some squashes and some aromatics growing here, a couple of tomatoes. We go as far as possible with organic produce, heirloom seeds and open pollinated things. You know, we care about the little guys too, the bees, the pollinators, they're important to us as well. So.
The food here is used on your menu. How long does that take to get on the menu? Would they pick it in the morning and then it could be there in the evening?
Absolutely. So chef likes to chat to Jake, who's our groundskeeper, about what he's got happening and plan for those ingredients. But also, as you know, if you grow things at home, if you're growing tomatoes, you're going to have an abundance. So we're always mindful of doing things like compots and relishes on site, using those on a special or in a soup. Or we don't like ingredients ending up in the wrong place. So we keep them fresh. We use them immediately. And you know, they'll be growing today and they'll be on the dishes tonight. That's really how it goes with microgreens, with garnish, with herbs. Do the same with the cocktails as well, you know, for aromatics and things like that.
Brilliant. Let's learn more about the food at Finn Lough. Can you describe the food menu at Finn Lough?
Sure. So we serve for our dinner menu sharing style. So essentially tapas-inspired small plates with a lot of love, a lot of flavour. And hopefully beautiful to look at the very first glance, because you eat with your eyes before anything else. So small plates, sharing, and then we do have a package menu which comes in a 3-course format. So that's for those who like a bigger portion. Same food, but just slightly bigger portions for those who don't want to just have a little nibble and get onto another flavour. We like exploring flavour though, so that's the idea with the menu, is play around with your food, taste a bunch of things, have a chat, have an experience together.
For people with dietary requirements, what does Finn Lough do to provide for them?
Well, people with dietary requirements have to eat too. We want your meal to be amazing. No matter what your restriction is, our chef really considers dietaries as a priority and cooks food that's delicious. Her food's delicious, no matter whether you have to leave out an ingredient and do something with a different ingredient. She's talented.
Finn Lough is more than a destination. It's an invitation to relax and reconnect with nature. It's not a spa hotel, it's an entirely unique, off-the-grid well-being experience. We would highly recommend it, so be sure to put it on your Irish bucket list. You definitely won't regret it.